Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me today on this training course. I can assume that you're here because you are curious about how to go about building a software product, as well as launching it. Getting it out into the public, and what platforms you'd use to do it, and really just the roadmap on how you should start to plan out a software project. So I'm going to go ahead and touch on those things throughout this training course, and we'll break it down into about 6 or 7 different modules. We'll take a look at each section here in just a second, kind of show you what you're in store for. Software in 2014, amazing statistic. It's about $310 billion in software was sold last year. 310 billion. That is a very large number. Software accounts for more than membership sites, training type sites, informational sites. Software accounts for more revenue than all of those combined. And let me just give you a little example here and show you. This is a website called JVZoo, and it's an affiliate vendor platform. Basically gives a place for software creators or product creators to launch their projects and have affiliates sign up to go ahead and promote those products. But let's just take a look here at the past 30 days. Headliner Pro, software. Audience Drill, software. Video App Domination, software. Software, 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 software. That's amazing. As you can see, it's dominant. It's what people want. The great thing about software is, there's really a couple things you can do with it. Once you've created that product, obviously you can have that one piece of software and just keep reselling it over and over and over. You really don't have to do anything else to it. However, there are a couple of models that you can follow, after a launch. New add-ons. You can certainly improve the functionality of any piece of software, relaunch it. Add on special, hey, this is for a $10 upgrade, you can get such and such a module, which is, we're going to talk a little bit about building software and how to do that modularly so that you can release one feature, get for a certain price, and build in, add-on products on after that, so that you can upsell again. And that's what you want to keep doing and keep marketing to those people, to your customers. So, another thing you can do with software is really you can offer it resale rights to it, or white labeling rights, which basically allows others to brand it with their own brand and launch and release that software under their own name. And they basically pay you, a royalty fee or a one-time fee, however you want to set that model up. So there's many, many different avenues that you can take with, with software. So let me tell you a little bit about my background, so you don't think I'm just kind of selling you, talking to you about things I don't know about. I spent over probably 12 years developing software, from anywhere from programming it to finally running an entire production floor of probably about 60 or 70 programmers, designers, UX designers, QA people, you name it. I've pretty much done it from the inception, from ideation, which we're going to talk about a little bit about, to the final product, to pushing that product and supporting that product, which is also another big big area that we'll touch on here more towards the end. So let's take a look here at exactly what we're gonna learn here. So let's go ahead and expand this. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll talk a little bit about the ideation. We'll touch on things like how to come up with ideas, how to find new ideas, or work off of an existing idea. We'll also go into the planning stage, and this is a big, big, big important part of building software. The more you plan up front, the less it's going to cost, and the more smoothly things are going to go. So we'll talk definitely more in depth about that. Then we'll move into kind of the wireframing stage, which these two are tightly coupled, but we'll get into a couple of programs that I use and kind of show you how to provide a document to a programming team or a developer to help them get through the specifications in an easy way. So there's a lot less kind of questions as you're going along. You've really kind of identified all of that up front before there's ever a piece of code written, which is going to save you time and save you money. We'll then run into the outsourcing part of that. Is where do we find these developers? You can get it done very affordable. We have a fantastic team of developers from all over the world, at a great rate. They're extremely intelligent people. They're very, very excited to be a part of the team. So I'm going to go into a little bit about where you can find those type of people and kind of what to ask them, what to look for, and things like that. So we'll dive deeper into that as well. And then we'll get into the design and the development part. Kind of the caveats, the pitfalls, what to look for, and how to make that a much smoother process, which will again save you time and money. We'll then get a little bit into, this course is really more around, how to build that software product. So we're going to concentrate on those first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections a lot heavier. But I will go into actually launching the product once you have it as well, and give you some of the tips and the things that I've learned along the way. So we'll dive into a sales page, which has a little bit of different of an anatomy than a membership site or a training module site. So we'll dive into that just a bit, but I will not get in, as in depth in that as I will the actual creation of software. And then again, we'll go into the launch cycle and show you a few things there on how you can start to begin to bring affiliates on and promote this product for you. Traffic's going to be a big one as well. Obviously, you need people to get to the site, right? So we'll talk we'll talk a touch about that, and that really all couples all together. This sales page, launch and traffic, are all very deeply intertwined. Then we'll talk about support and what you do after this product is released. We'll get into how important that can be to build that customer base and treat your customers right. That's really the key, because you treat them right, and they're going to come back for more. So I guess without further ado, what we'll do is we'll break into the first module, which is going to be ideation.
Hey, it's Keith here. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about how I got my start in product creation and internet marketing. Now, if you've watched the entire 7-part series for the product creation blueprint, and you want to get a little bit more deeper into the subject, which there's still a lot to know and a lot to learn. This is a course that I had taken back in 2015, put out by Mark Thompson of Digital Kickstart, which is pretty much where I got my start from. Now, this is called Seller Kickstart, and it is basically a boot camp, 6-week product creation boot camp, which goes very, very deep into a lot of the subjects that I spoke about in my 7-part series. However, this goes, like I said, much, much deeper, and there's some great tips and some great processes to get you guys started. Now, I used this course back in 2015, and it's been revamped back in February of 2016 with all new content. All the old content is still available and still very pertinent because this is a process that I use and that I was taught that you can use over and over and over again. Just certain things change over the years, as all technology does. So Mark went ahead and updated all this to get some fresh content in there for 2016. So I just wanted to give you a quick kind of walkthrough here and show you, what's in this course. And I just can't say enough about it. Like I said, it's what I used to get started, and it helped me generate in my first year, which would be last year, over $1 million in gross sales from product creation. So again, it's called Seller Kickstart, and what it'll do is, the first week here is Mark goes a lot into the foundation, the most efficient and strategic ways of creating products and programs, for your target audience. Now, again, you don't really need to know much about product creation, the process. Getting into this is for beginners. It's going to take you from the ideation stage all the way through launching a product, and there's so many little caveats within that process that a deeper look is really the way to go. So that first week is going to take you really into the foundation of product creation. The next module, you're going to go into more market research, knowing the profiles of your audience, looking for that right product, how to create that product, and really just make sure that you make the smart choice in picking which product that you're going to develop, to make sure that the audience is receptive and that there's room in the market for it. Now, Week 3, it basically goes into a much deeper look into product creation. It's basically going to give you it's pretty much the blueprint that I've spoke about in the 7-part series, the product creation blueprint. But we're going to go much much deeper into it. So you're going to get a lot of fill in the blank worksheets that'll keep you, ahead of everybody else, get it done a lot faster. As well as a lot of, he talks about a lot of, the things that he's learned, throughout the years. Now, if you guys don't know who Mark is, he's done over 20 million in sales in the past four or 5 years. So he definitely knows. You've probably seen his products out there. So he definitely knows, this process and how to use it. So the next one there is they're going to go into the marketing funnels and optimization. Mark's become pretty much one of the leading experts in funnel creation. For years he was building products and really not putting any kind of funnel in place, and realized he's just leaving money on the table. So he really started to get into the study of funnels, a lot of testing, a lot of A/B testing, which he's going to go into in this course as well, and kind of show you what worked and what didn't, and how he really increased his sales, exponentially by adding the correct funnels behind his products. After that, you're going to go into product marketing and the promotion, kind of how to get this product out into the market, especially if you're new, how to connect with people that can help you out. There's a big network of folks out there that will help on your product launches. So he'll go into that. Now, and also, once you kind of get you get into it, you get your first product out there, it's going to show you how to scale. Because as you have, more and more product, it's exponentially more, more to take care of. So he's going to show you, how to use virtual assistants to take care of the majority of that, handle your support desks. There's so many things that he goes into in this course. I really can't get into all of them here. But come over here and take a look at what he has to offer. There should be a link on the video here that will take you over to this page, and you can do a little bit more research. Now, along with this course, you're also going to get a ton of bonuses. Basically shows you how his office is set up, what kind of software he's using, what kind of hardware he's using, his equipment list, the preferred service provider Rolodex. It's taken years to kind of get these preferred service providers. Get this big list together. So he's going to share that with you. He's going to give you exact landing page templates, split test results, support, which is a big one, on how to handle the support of your products, and how you can do that, basically with some virtual assistants for a very, very low cost. As well as a physical product supplier list, if that's what you're into, and fill in the blank email sequences. So it's quite a course that is packed with just hours and hours of content, and he takes you step by step, each of the steps in this process to make sure that you're successful. So if it's something that you're really interested in learning more about product creation, I couldn't stress more. This is the program you're going to want to get into. So go ahead and take a look at this, and we'll see you on the inside.